Getting data into Excel is the first step of every analysis. And in 2026, there are more options than ever. CSV files, web pages, databases, APIs, and cloud services can all feed directly into your workbook. In this guide, I'll walk you through every major import method so you always know the fastest, cleanest way to get external data into Excel, no matter where it lives. CSV is the most common data exchange format, and Excel can open them directly, but don't just double-click the file. That skips important settings like encoding, delimiter type, and data type detection. Instead, use data, get data from file from text/CSV. This opens a preview where you can verify the delimiter, change column types, and fix encoding issues before loading. It's especially important for files with European format numbers where commas and periods swap. I have a CSV export from a CRM system. Instead of double-clicking it, I go to Data from text/CSV and select the file. The preview shows me the data with automatic delimiter detection if found commas. But notice the date column is being read as text. I click the type icon on that column header and change it to date. I also see that the encoding is UTF-8, which is correct for this file. I click Load, and the data arrives clean with proper dates. Excel can pull data directly from web pages. Go to Data from Web and paste a URL. Excel parses the page and shows you every table it finds. Select the table you want and load it into your workbook. The connection is saved, so you can refresh it anytime to get updated data. This is perfect for pulling exchange rates, sports statistics, public datasets, or any tabular data published on a website. For professional data workflows, connect directly to databases. Excel supports SQL Server, MySQL, PostgreSQL, Oracle, and more through ODBC connections. Go to Data, get data from Database, and pick your database type. Enter the server address and credentials, then write a SQL query or select tables visually. The data loads into your workbook and refreshes on demand. This eliminates the export to CSV then import cycle that wastes time and creates version control problems. I'll connect to a SQL Server database. Data, get data from database from SQL Server database. I enter the server address and database name. Power Query opens and shows me all available tables. I select the customers table, click Transform Data to preview it, and I can see 100,000 rows of clean customer data. I select just the columns I need, click Close and Load, and the data is in my workbook. Next month, I just hit refresh. In 2026, more data lives behind APIs than on web pages. Power Query can connect to REST APIs using the From Web connector. Paste the API endpoint URL, and Power Query fetches the JSON response. You then use the JSON parsing tools to expand the nested objects, select the fields you need, and transform the data into a flat table. For APIs requiring authentication, you can pass API keys through headers or query parameters. I'll pull data from a public REST API, a list of countries with population data. I go to Data from Web and paste the API URL. Power Query receives the JSON response and shows it as a list of records. I click the table to convert it, then click the expand icon to choose which fields I want: name, population, region, capital. Each field becomes a column. I rename the columns, set data types, and click Close and Load. Live API data in Excel, refreshable anytime. Excel integrates with SharePoint, OneDrive, Dynamics 365, Salesforce, and dozens of other cloud services through built-in connectors. Go to Data, get data, and browse the connector list. Each connector handles authentication and data retrieval automatically. This means your team can build Excel reports that pull live data from your CRM, ERP, or project management tool without any manual export or data entry. 3 rules for clean imports. First, always use Power Query instead of copy-paste. It preserves data types and creates a repeatable process. Second, set the correct data types during import, not after. Fixing types later can cause silent data loss, especially with dates and leading zeros. Third, load into an Excel table, not a plain range, so your formulas and charts automatically include new data on every refresh. Surveys show that roughly 70% of Excel users still copy and paste data from external sources manually. That means they're retyping or reformatting the same data every time it updates. Every method I showed in this video creates a persistent connection. The data refreshes with one click. If you're part of that 70%, switching to proper data connections will save you hours every single month. That's every major way to import data into Excel in 2026. Start with CSV and web imports. They're the quickest wins. Then graduate to database and API connections as your needs grow. I've linked sample files and API endpoints in the description for practice. Subscribe for more Excel tutorials every week.